The wood on the deck is showing its age.
His deck is rotting away.
It's constantly in the sun, so I'm thinking of some sort of a gazebo that would protect us.
Oh no, this is not good. We're gonna do the reveal through the internet.
That looks amazing.
I'm Jason Lake. I'm a contractor who's fixing up cottage country, one deck, dock, and gazebo at a time. My job is to get the work done on time, so people can kick back and have fun at their cottage. Some people get away for excitement and adventure, where others, like Mark, want to escape their hectic work schedule in the big city for rest and relaxation.
My work for the last 3 decades has been as a trauma and general surgeon at a very large and busy hospital. I decided a number of years ago that I was going to try to find a property on a lake, so I came up here. Such a fun place, relaxing, tension-free.
Mark, he likes to get up here, get away from the stresses of being a surgeon, really become a second home to him. And with the beautiful outdoors at Mark's doorstep, the place that feels most like home is out on his large deck. Mark's deck is unique because it overlooks a beautiful lake from the tree line. But because of the exposure, there are some issues.
The wood on the deck is showing its age. There are areas where the deck meets the house that are rotting. That's got to change. From an appearance standpoint, and I think from a safety standpoint, there's also no sun relief on the deck, which is a great part of the deck. It's also a problem.
Mark's main living space is getting to be not so livable. His deck is rotting away, and he gets full sun, so there's nowhere to sit in the shade. So I'm here to fix the rot on Mark's deck and figure out how to give him some shade.
So this is the space I want to tackle now.
Wow, huge deck.
It really is the heart and soul of the house. It's an eating area, it's a sunning area. At night it's an entertainment area. The only problem with that is it's constantly in the sun, so it gets pretty hot. So I'm thinking of some sort of a gazebo that would protect us.
So right here, is this where you're talking for a covered area?
Yeah, I like the idea of having a permanent roof coming out here. I think would be great.
We get full sun here.
Absolutely, and it's part of the beauty of this, but I really want an area that can be shaded from the sun and protected from the small rains.
Well, this would be great, having this spot as a gazebo, and then you have area for chaise lounge, and then you still have your dining area there. The decking is obviously rotting out in places now.
The rot that's showing up in some of the boards, I have concerns. How extensive it is, I don't know.
That's a broken ankle ready to happen right there.
That's why I want the whole deck replaced with.
Actually, it looks from here, even this, all in between the joists, look, it's pretty good. The thing is just the decking itself. So structurally, I think it's sound. We'll check it out though. We'll look at the joist, make sure.
I think the 2x6 Western red cedar is what I want.
Yeah, that will last 25, 30 years easy.
So that's what I want.
Well, it's definitely needing resurfacing for sure. But we'll check out the bones of it, and if it's good, we'll just redeck it and put your gazebo in place. I think it's gonna look great. I'm really excited for this project because you know what, you got some good bones here, and I think adding a gazebo here to get you out of the sun, out of the rain, but still enjoying the view and entertaining in there is amazing. This view you have is just
the view's fantastic. The selling point on this house is this view right here.
So really you're up here. This is where you live.
This is where
you cottage. This is where you entertain. This is where all the fun happens. And that's why we're going to create such a cool gazebo for you.
Well, that sounds great to me, and I am really looking forward to this. It's been a high priority for a long time.
Great.
Now we'll make it happen.
Nice. So here's what we're going to do. Resurface Mark's large 16 by 40 deck with new Western red cedar, and create a functional 16 by 12 gazebo porch. This will make sure he can enjoy both the sun and the shade all day long. Mark's deck, it's 16 by 40, so it's a great space to work with, and we can create a lot of different zones. But the first thing we have to do is get rid of this old decking. And that means removing every single screw, one by one. Mark's deck is a very large deck. So obviously we have to take the decking off to put the new decking on. As you see, there's a million screws to come out. The reason I'm going through all this trouble pulling all these millions of screws is that I can't just pry the boards up, obviously, because they're screwed down. The only problem was just the rotting surface, so we just have to, it's gonna take a lot of time, but we just gotta take the boards off one by one. We're hoping once we take all the deck boards off that the structure is good and solid. Good. Good. It's kind of monotonous, taking out a screw at a time, one at a time. It's the only way to do it. You can't bang it out. Let's just hope the joists aren't rotten. It's really important to find joists that are solid. Lifting up the boards is going to determine the next steps in the project. So, moment of truth. Oh no, this is not good. We have major rot. Not good at all. 6+ joists are all rotted out. Lots of rot. I was breaking away the joist with my hand. Not good. So what I suspect what happened here that created all this rot, it seems to be on the same line, is that there's no eaves troughs on the cottage. So the water's continuously dripping down, hitting here and sitting here constantly. So it's a real shame that the water from the roof rotted out the joists, because these are 2x10 cedar. From here forward to the front, it's fine. It's just this area. We were really hoping that the framework was going to be okay and that we can just put the new deck boards on. But after lifting up the deck boards, realizing how rotten it is, there's no way we could continue on. We have to move forward. We have to put solid joists in to get the decking on. So this is bad news. I will be making a call to Mark. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, we're just working on your deck here. We took off the deck boards and there's rot on the joists.
No way.
Yes, lots of rot. Mark, he's a surgeon. He works lots of hours, likes to get up here, get away from the stresses of being a surgeon.
I've made a lot of friends over the years up here. I find my retreat. I leave all the hassles of day-to-day life.
Mark's deck is where he entertains, and it really needs an update.
The deck is quite large. It's 16 by 40, and we spend all of our enjoyment time out there. So the deck is fully utilized. It's taken a toll over the last 12 years. It needs to be replaced, both from an appearance standpoint and I think from a safety standpoint. I want to restore the deck to its former beauty and to add to it an area of sun protection, rain protection.
So we're going to upgrade Mark's deck is by resurfacing it with a nice 2x6 Western red cedar and also create a nice covered gazebo area. We started to lift the rotten deck boards to move on to resurfacing, but we discovered a problem. Hey Mark, so we took off the deck boards and there's rot on the joists.
No way.
Yes. So unfortunately, we're going to have to replace all the joists. Hello, are you there?
Yeah.
You okay with that? We don't really have a choice.
You got to do what you got to do.
Well, sounds good. I'll let you get back to the operating table, and I'm going to get back to hammering. There's no eaves troughs on Mark's cottage, so the water was dripping down, and that contributed to all the rot on the joists. We're going to have to address the rotten joists by replacing them. More work, more expense. Danger. With our plan of attack in motion to replace the rotted joists, we can now set the footprint for the gazebo porch. Mark's deck is really large, so there's actually a lot of wasted space on there. So by creating a gazebo sun porch, it allows for another area for entertaining. So this is the new footprint for the gazebo. We replaced all the rotten joists. The new structural joists are installed, just in time, because here comes our decking material. I love the smell of cedar. It will make a huge difference with the 2x6 cedar. It will brighten it up. It'll be more solid. The longevity of cedar is just amazing.
We trim both ends of the boards. By cutting both ends, we eliminate any flaw.
We decided to start the decking at the front of the deck. Normally we would start at the front of the house here and then work our way back if it was new construction, and then we would cut off the joists so it lands nice and even with the decking. But because this deck was already built, we're going to start from here so we have a full board. On top. We decided to put a spine in, and then we'll butt up our decking up to it. It adds a nice design element to the deck and just finishes off really nice. I'm on screw gun detail. Kevin's the pencil man, so he's spacing it with the width of the pencil, just allow for leaves, debris, rain to go through. Good. That's good there. 3 boards down, 52 to go.
Mark's deck is so large, we're working double time to get it resurfaced. His rotten deck needs to be history.
I love my screw gun. Mark's looking for a nice new cedar surface deck. He just really wants to update it and just make it more enjoyable.
Clearly the most beautiful part of this area is the lake. The deck area is the heart of the house because of the view of the lake and outside.
But Mark's rotting old deck had its day, and too much sun exposure was forcing Mark inside when he really wanted to be outside.
The main thing it was missing is a covered porch area. So by having a gazebo sun porch, it will keep him in the shade and out of the elements, but still have the nice view.
So, new decking and a gazebo is our goal. Needing to replace some of the structural joists was a nasty surprise.
Oh no.
To avoid problems in the future, we're applying ice and water shield on the new joists. This will prevent rot.
We've now replaced all the rotten joists. Some were still good. As you can see, this is one of the rotten joists we pulled out. The top of it is really bad, but you can see it's actually still pretty good. So to avoid this, we're putting down ice and water shield on top of the joist. Now prevent this rot from happening again.
Now, we can finish the rest of the decking.
That's the center of the log, so when you're decking, you should always put this part at the bottom. The board's the other direction. You're too close to the center, and you'll get slivers and whatnot.
We're using the T-square here to try and line it up so your boards look like they're straight all the way through, and then you just butt it up, this new one up to that, and then you know your lines here are right 100% straight.
So we're putting the final few boards in. It's come a long way. It's looking really great. What we did was run all the cedar decking boards past the outside. We did a 3/4 inch reveal. We chalked a nice straight line. That way when we do the cut, it's nice and straight. Nice straight cut. The next step is to build the stairs. I just don't know how much of a reveal to come out. 11 3/8. Got a plan for the treads. Break it down. So what we're doing now is we're trying to figure out the template for the stairs. That's the top. That's gonna have the same amount of overhang. So with Mark's stairs, what we're doing is a closed stringer. So you have to calculate a little different than a regular stringer. We're actually gonna use a 2x8 as the closed stringer. And then on the stair tread, we're gonna have 2 2x6s picture frame. Sometimes having a visual helps with the tread design.
For Mark's stairs, we've calculated a tread with a 7-inch rise and a 12-inch width.
As you can see here on the back side of the stringer, this is the strength right here. So there's a good distance here, and that's gonna add lots of strength to the stringer. With my first initial cut, I didn't overcut. It's not good to do that because it'll actually weaken the stringer and it doesn't look good. Then you come in with your jigsaw, cut it up, finishes it off nice. That way it's a nice clean corner. This is the first stringer cut. This will be the template for the other 5. This is looking really good, looking perfect. 11.5. Now we have Mark's treads in, going with a picture frame style. That adds a nice little detail. It's a Western red cedar, which will hold up in the weather here. And we also have nice closed stringer to finish it off. Mark's deck is really large, so there's actually a lot of wasted space on there. By creating a gazebo sun porch, it allows for another area. Assistant, 25 7/8. So what we're doing now is putting on a ledger board. We're gonna fasten this to the cottage. We cut open the drywall on this side. There's a big header here, so there's lots of meat to attach this, and this will hold the rafters, which will be the roof of the gazebo.
We've also added some painted black pressure-treated plywood to break up the space for the gazebo.
So what we're doing now is putting in the posts. These posts will hold the beams, which will in turn hold rafters for the gazebo. This post is point loaded down to 4 feet in the ground with sonotubes, so it's gonna be nice and solid. Well, Tyler, you know how to use a level. Watch out, below. With this gazebo sun porch, what we're gonna do is create rafters that come out, and it's gonna be 12 feet by 16 feet with a 2-foot overhang. And that way it creates a big area for Mark to sit. He can put his outdoor furniture in there, enjoy the view of the lake, and not have the sun beating down on him. Go on there. What we're doing now is putting up the first rafter. So we're just gonna go up, just make sure it's gonna work. And then I'll trace it and cut about 9 of them. You want to make sure that the overhang is enough that when the water comes off, it's not going to come down on the deck. So 2 foot's a safe bet. You can take a measurement from here. We know that's 28 inches to the deck. So add another 2 feet to that. 28 plus 22 feet.
52.
Good. I was just testing just to make sure you're on it. One rafter, template, cut. So right now, we're just putting in the rafters. The next step is putting on the plywood and then the metal roof after that.
We're working on completing Mark's new deck with a gazebo. We fixed the issue with the rotten joists, and the structure is solid. The Western red cedar decking is down, and it looks amazing. We've moved on to completing the gazebo to give Mark a new deck where he can enjoy his great view, both in the sun and the shade.
This new space for Mark, he'll be able to sit out here, enjoy the view of the lake, stay dry, and out of the sun. We just cut our final rafter. Yeah, that's right, yeah. You take the nail gun. I'll hold it and you tell me up or down. You know the routine.
Down, boss.
Down.
Down.
That's looking good,
Right
Kev.
there.
This is the fascia board going on. We're going with wide just to make it look beefy. The rafters are 2x10, so we went with a 2x10 fascia board as well. What we're doing now is just throwing up the sheets of 1/2-inch plywood. I'm just gonna get a few up there, and then that way it's a little safer to walk around. We have all the sheathing down. We're gonna lay down some ice and water shield, and then the metal roof's going on. It's dry under here.
With the roof nearing completion, we can get ready to show Mark his new deck. So Mark's deck is complete. He's a really busy guy, so this time we're gonna do the reveal to the internet. Hey Mark, how are you?
Great, Jason. Good to see you.
So your deck is complete. Gazebo's done. I think it's really looks good.
Well, that's fantastic. I've been sitting on pins and needles waiting to hear from you, so I'm delighted that you've called.
All right, you ready for the walkthrough?
Okay, go for
Okay.
it.
Well, there's your cover gazebo.
That looks amazing. For the last couple of years, I've just had a cloth canopy, so this permanent roof is exactly what I wanted.
Lake view.
There it is.
There's the
That's
lake.
my $1 million view. Not only gives great shade, it maintains the view of the lake, which was so important to me that we didn't cut that out. So it's beyond what I had hoped for. It looks terrific.
Cedar decking. It's gonna give you at least 25 years.
Oh, what an improvement. My God, this Western red cedar is so beautiful, and it's just perfect. It's exactly what I'd hoped for.
We got all your furniture back here. You got your nice view down the lake. You're out of the sun, out of the rain.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to using it. Come springtime, I intend to be up there a lot more than I have been in the past. And I look forward to using it both on the sunny side and now my protected gazebo side.